everyone, and welcome back to my channel. Here we are again today with another video. In today's video specifically, I'm going to show you guys different types of ketogenic diet recipes. I lost over 100 pounds on the ketogenic diet, so today I'm going to be showing you guys exactly what I would eat in a day to lose weight on the keto diet. If you guys are interested in exactly what I eat in a day to lose weight, I do have weight loss recipes down below, along with one of the spices I'm going to be using, Keto Cajun spice, and its information is from Amazon. And I will list all of the products information down below if you guys are interested in what I'm seasoning my food with as well. So the first thing I'm going to show you how to do is how to intermittent fast on the ketogenic diet. So to not break a fast, you can drink black coffee, plain water, or any type of plain tea, but you are able to still have flavors. And I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions about the ketogenic diet. You're not allowed to have sugar while you are on keto or a lot of processed ingredients, but there are ways to work around this. When I was losing weight, I would just brew black coffee like this, and on occasion, I would also add stevia into my black coffee for some flavor. But this is basically what I would do to be able to work out intermittent fasted and not break my fast. You can also use flavors. So this is a sugar-free caramel syrup that has 0 calories. And also the coffee that I am drinking is also flavored. I know it may be difficult sometimes to intermittent fast because of the lack of taste sometimes, but this makes it more bearable. Another way to intermittent fast and not break your fast is to brew some plain tea. And as you can see, this is also flavored. It is vanilla spice. Even though you're not adding sugar to whatever you're drinking, there is still flavor. So the more that you stay away from sugar, the more your taste buds will adjust. And this is something that I learned early on, and it also helped me to intermittent fast. Breaking a fast basically means the period of time where you are eating or feeding for, and this includes any type of calories. Usually, I would break a fast with something natural or that wouldn't spike my insulin too high, like berries or nuts, but I also break my fast with coffee creamer. This is one of my ways that I am able to hydrate myself and also add some calories back into my system, but also not shock my body. And as you can see, the creamers that I'm using are sugar-free, but they are flavored. When I decide to actually break my fast, this is when I would drink something like a latte or even put creamer or milk inside of my coffee. Another ketogenic drink that I love to drink is hot chocolate. So I basically just take some water and I heat it up, and I add 2 packets of stevia, and then I take unsweetened cocoa powder and put it inside of the hot water and mix it together. You cannot have milk on the ketogenic diet, so most likely if you want to use some type of milk in your coffee or in any type of drink, you have to use nut milks, which is perfectly fine unless you're allergic, of course. And I'm trying to show you guys that you can still make the drinks that you want to. You just have to learn how to substitute the ingredients for ketogenic ones. This whipped cream is also sugar-free and made with coconut milk, so it doesn't have any added sugar inside of it and will keep me in a state of ketosis, but I can still enjoy myself and drink this. Here on my channel, I make a lot of videos about how to follow the ketogenic diet as a beginner. If you guys are trying to understand keto and looking for easy meals to make, then this video and this channel is perfect for you. I will give you a brief overview on how the ketogenic diet works. So the ketogenic diet is made out of high fats, moderate amounts of protein, and low carbs. If your daily calorie limit for the day, just an example, is 1,500 calories, calories, then 1100 of your daily calories is going to be coming from fats. So this is any type of dairy product or any type of natural oil. So we have things like avocados and avocado oil, unsweetened coconut and coconut oil, olive oil and olives, and then as I mentioned, any type of dairy products. So things like heavy cream, butter, cheese, any type of dairy product that doesn't have any added sugar in it. So in this case scenario, milk would be excluded, but everything else is mostly fine. If we're using the example of eating 1500 calories a day, then around 300 or 400 calories is going to be coming from any source of protein. And if you are following the regular ketogenic diet, then that means around 400 calories is going to be coming from any type of red meat or chicken, fish. However, if you are a vegetarian or a vegan trying to follow the keto diet, then you would get your sources of protein from plant protein or any type of soy protein, and this works just fine. And then the rest of your calories is going to be coming from non-starchy vegetables. So this includes things like lettuce, broccoli, and cauliflower. A lot of people also enjoy intermittent fasting with the ketogenic diet. You don't have to intermittent fast with keto. That's why I'm showing you multiple recipes in this video. However, you can do that. If you are doing something like the 16-8 method, which is where you are eating from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m., then you could have 3 meals a day as long as it's in your calorie range or calorie deficit. But if you're doing something more restrictive like OMAD or maybe the warrior diet where you're only eating for 4 hours a day, then obviously you would have lesser meals, but you would increase the calories in those meals. So for instance, if you're having only 2 meals a day and your daily caloric goal is 1500, then both of your meals would be around 750 calories. Now we're going to move on to breakfast. Since this is a keto what I eat in a day while intermittent fasting, I'm only going to be showing you guys some meals and some snacks that you can have while intermittent fasting. First, I'm taking 3 eggs and I'm going to season them. I'm using this Cajun keto seasoning mix. I will list a link down below in the description where you can get it yourself. It is a mixture of different spices. As you can see, it has salt, paprika, garlic, onions, and red pepper. And this is going to give me extra flavor in my eggs. Just because you are following the ketogenic diet doesn't mean you have to stay away from spices. What I love about this Cajun keto seasoning rub is that it has a mixture of different spices, and I am personally Creole, so what attracted me to using this spice is obviously it being Cajun. And then the next thing I'm going to do is mix all my seasonings together. I just put salt and pepper in the Cajun seasoning. I put a little bit of oil on the pan, and I am just going to be making some scrambled eggs. I also decided to add cheese inside of my eggs, and I additionally added spinach to it. Next, I am going to be taking some sausage and just grilling them like usual. I put a little bit of oil on the pan so they don't stick to the pan. The specific spray that I'm using to be able to cook is olive oil. So it's just basically olive oil cooking spray. Next, I am going to be cooking some mushrooms, and this time I used butter instead of oil because I thought it would give a better taste to the mushrooms, and I obviously also added salt to my mushrooms as well. Lastly, I added some tomatoes onto my plate too, and this would be my breakfast. This is about 700 calories, including the cheese, the butter that I used, and everything else. So this is a very filling breakfast to eat. If you are intermittent fasting on the ketogenic diet, you are allowed to have snacks during your feeding window. So I'm going to show you inside the grocery store what snacks you can get while on keto. So this is a ketogenic cereal, and I think it's only 150 calories per serving. This is another ketogenic cereal, but I believe this one is plant-based, and they both have only 1 gram of sugar and I believe high amounts of protein. The next thing I'm going to be showing you guys is my favorite ketogenic ice cream. This is Rebel ice cream, and it has 0 sugar and 4 grams of net carbs. And what I love about Rebel ice cream is that they have a bunch of different flavors. So as you can see, I'm just pulling them all out of the freezer. One brand that I really appreciate is Lily's Chocolate. They have different types of chocolate that is sugar-free and ketogenic. So they have peanut butter cups, they have chocolate bars, and I also believe they make baking products. Popcorn isn't necessarily ketogenic, but if you eat it in moderation, you are allowed to have it. And this is something that I had in moderation as a snack. Another perfect ketogenic snack to have is beef jerky, and it's usually in the snacks section or next to the popcorn as well. And beef jerky is basically just dried up meat. This is my favorite brand of popcorn. What I like about this one is that it has all natural ingredients. I also eat these Quest protein chips, and they don't have any carbs inside of them, but they do have high amounts of protein. But I don't think these are perfectly ketogenic because they have to be baked or fried to be a chip. Some of my favorite types of ketogenic cookies are these high key cookies. You can find them where the cookies are. Another staple is Quest protein cookies. They are not perfectly ketogenic. However, they don't have high amounts of carbs or sugar, but they do have high protein. And this is something I ate on my weight loss journey, along with 1 plant bars. These are plant-based protein bars. They have high protein and they have 1 gram of sugar in them. When I'm intermittent fasting, I usually eat 2 meals a day in a protein shake or 2 meals a day in a snack. So this is a ketogenic protein shake that I usually make. You can use 2 cups of water or almond milk as your base, and then I took half a teaspoon of peanut butter. I took some berries, strawberries, and regular berries, and then some protein powder and also spinach, and it tastes really good. I usually have this every single day to either break a fast or just to get my protein in if I feel like I'm lacking for that day, because on keto you can eat a lot of vegetables, so this is super helpful. For my next meal, I'm taking some ground beef and shaping them into the form of patties. You can use actual patties. I just like to get ground beef, so I have more versatility. And then I'm taking the Cajun keto seasoning rub again and seasoning my patties. As I mentioned previously, I will leave a link down below if you guys are interested in recipes or if you're interested in getting the spice. The next thing I'm doing is adding cheese for a source of fat on my patties, and I kind of just let them melt on top. And then I took 2 lettuce wraps, or I think they're called romaine lettuce, I don't know. And then I put the patties on top of the lettuce. And if you haven't guessed already, I'm kind of making like protein style burgers. Next, I just sliced the tomato twice and then added 2 pieces of tomato on top of both of the patties. Next, I'm taking some mayonnaise. This mayonnaise specifically is light mayonnaise, so I believe it has less fat and less calories. It doesn't really matter on keto. This is just the one I chose to use. And I'm kind of using the mayonnaise as a glue, but I also just took some toothpicks and just kind of stapled them down. And then next thing I'm doing is slicing a whole entire avocado and putting it on one side of my plate. And I also put salt and pepper on the avocado as well to obviously make it taste better, because we are not afraid of seasoning in this kitchen. And then you can't have sugar on the ketogenic diet, but I can't completely stay away from zero sugar sometimes. So I do like to add berries in a lot of the food that I eat. And this meal is also around 700 calories. It may not look like it, but the avocado is high in calories, along with the cheese, along with the beef. If you guys are interested in exactly what I eat in a day to lose weight, I do have weight loss recipes and tools down below in the description. In addition to that, I will list the spice that I use throughout this video if you guys are interested in seasoning your food with it and making tastier ketogenic meals. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.